What's going on, everyone? You're listening to Bull Central here. So guys, the first half of the NBA schedule has been announced, and you'll notice it is only the first half, and part of the reason they haven't revealed the second half of the schedule is because the league is factoring in that some games may need to be postponed should any players test positive for COVID prior to a game, and that will obviously impact any games that would otherwise potentially need to be postponed. Keep in mind this season will not be in a bubble like it was over the summer. The games will be played at the team stadiums, most of which will be empty. I do believe there are some stadiums that are going to allow a limited number of fans, and of course this could change over the course of the season depending on how the pandemic progresses, whether it's for better or for worse. But anyway, I wanted to highlight some key games for the Bulls for the first half of the season, whether it be a key matchup or old Bulls players coming back to town. So the first one is really the first game of the season, December 23rd, where the Bulls are going to host the Atlanta Hawks, and we'll also get to see Chris Dunn playing in a Hawks uniform. I'm sure he'll be looking to come out and play his best against his former team. I do think the Hawks are going to be one of those teams competing for a playoff spot this season, so this actually should be a pretty decent game, especially since both of these teams missed the bubble and haven't played a regular season game since March, and I'm sure the players will be very eager to get back on the court and into action. Now, another game I'm looking forward to watching, or I should say games, is on both the 29th and the 31st of December. The Bulls will be playing the Wizards in back-to-back games, both in DC. I'm mainly just curious to see how this team is going to perform, meaning the team, the Wizards. How they're going to perform over the season with the addition of Westbrook, and obviously Beal is an incredibly talented player. And obviously Otto Porter and Satoransky will be going against their former teams and getting a chance to play them again. Now on New Year's Day, the Bulls will be taking on the Bucks. Now I know a lot of fans, including some of you who have been posting in the comments section on my channel, that the Bulls have a legit chance to sign Giannis. Now, me personally, I think this is highly unlikely. Giannis is most likely going to sign the Supermax with the Bucks, and if he doesn't and opts to be an unrestricted free agent, he's going to want to go to a contending team, guys, and that's not a dig at the Bulls. They just simply aren't there yet, and I don't think they'll have shown that by the end of the season to really sway Giannis. But if they really want to show up well and attract Giannis in any way to their team, well, this would be the game to do it. So I'm looking forward to watching that game. Obviously, it's always just great to see, a top 5 player in the league perform anyway. Now, on January 8th, the Bulls will be playing the Lakers in LA. I think this will be an interesting game given the fact that, AD signed that recent long-term extension. And I don't know if players necessarily care about this kind of thing as much as we as the fans do. But, they might be going into that game with a bit of a chip on their shoulder. Maybe they'll feel a bit slighted by AD, and they'll come out with a lot of energy. But either way, it's a game against the defending champs, against LeBron and Anthony Davis. So it'll be an exciting game to watch. And then actually shortly right after that, on January 10th, the Bulls will take on the Clippers. Again, another exciting team to watch. Another game I'm excited to see is on the 10th of February when the Bulls will host Zion and the Pelicans. I always love seeing, young teams, up-and-coming teams battling it out against each other, so I'm looking forward to watching that one. And then on the 19th of February, the Bulls will take on the Sixers, which will be the only nationally televised game for the first half of the season for the Bulls, and I'm curious to see how this Sixers team pans out under Doc Rivers. They also added Dwight Howard and Seth Curry. They're still a very talented team despite their poor performance in the bubble, and I think this will be an exciting game to watch as well. But anyway, those are some of the games I'm excited to see this season, at least for the first half. The Bulls do play their first preseason game on the 11th of this month, which is less than 2 weeks away from now, which is crazy for how fast this offseason has moved. We literally just had the draft. And normally I'm not really a fan of preseason games. I don't really care to watch it, but I have to say, because it's been so long since we've seen Bulls basketball, I most likely will watch these preseason games just to see the guys back in action and see how some of the new additions fit with the team. In particular, I'll be excited to see Patrick Williams and how he looks with the rest of the roster. Let me know in the comments what games you guys are interested in seeing, and if there's any particular matchup you think will be a battle between the two teams. And guys, just wanted to say thanks again for all the support and love on the channel. It really does mean a lot. If you're new to the channel and you're a Bulls fan, please be sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.